psychologist, and welcome to the Masha Show. This is a place where we'll talk about our individual wellness journeys, body image as we age, intuitive eating, healing our emotions, healthy relationships, and so much more. My mission is to help other women in their 30s, just like myself, by bringing deeper, more important topics to life when it comes to health and wellness, honoring our bodies through movement, and madly falling in love with ourselves again. I hope you enjoy. Let's dive right in. Hi, loves. Welcome back to the Masha Show. Today, we will be talking about something very interesting, the topic of how to get naturally high. So, we're not going to be using recreational drugs, which there's abundance of here in Colorado, right? And weed and cigarettes and vape and all the other stuff, mushrooms, microdosing, ayahuasca. I mean, I've heard it all, and I don't judge you if you have done it and it's helped your healing journey and your path in this lifetime. But I invite you to try other methods that are more of a natural way, organic way of getting that high. So there's going to be four, and I'm going to start with the most obvious one to get it out of the way is running and exercising. I became a fan of running with COVID in about as soon as it started, actually, around February, March of 2020. I noticed a lot of gyms started to have restrictions, and I just could not stand working out in the mask, doing cardio especially. Just didn't feel right. Breathing back all the waste gas back into my body. And you do you. If that's how you choose to exercise, go ahead. But that was just not the right fit for me. So what I wanted and craved more is oxygen and freedom. So that's when I put on my running shoes and got myself a tracker of how many miles I ran. And I started to slowly, with the help of the Nike running app, I started to improve the distance and how fast I was going. And eventually I fell in love with running because of the feeling it gave me. So sometimes when I run to really good music, I spread my arms and I feel like a bird. I'm flying through the air, especially if I'm doing like a intense sprint workout. So that is definitely a great way to get the runner's high. And when you're also building muscle, sometimes we can get that endorphin kick. My boyfriend gets it all the time. He's big into strength training and being at the gym. So whatever form of exercise gives you pleasure and feeling of serenity and happiness and joy, continue on. The second thing that can help you naturally get high is being in nature, especially forests. If you are surrounding yourself with trees, anything related to nature, and you are by yourself, unplug from the internet without uh, anything in your headphones, no podcasts, no music, just you and nature, you start to feel a little loopy. I've had it before, the experience before when I was walking through a forest. It was actually with a friend, but he was like a mile, about half a mile away from me, so I felt like I was by myself. And I guess it's called forest bathing, not really sure, but I felt like I was swimming through so much fresh oxygen as I was running on the trail. And my subconscious self, or that inner voice, started to communicate with me more and more. And I felt like I was a little bit crazy, like I was going a little bit nuts, or how you would feel when you're on drugs. And that came from being surrounded by nature. The overwhelming amount of clean air and oxygen does that to you, and the magic of the trees and everything else around. So the second one is being in nature. The third one that I would recommend is definitely breath work. I'm sure you guys heard of breath work in many different podcasts and YouTube, and influencers are using it more and more. So breath work is basically consciously breathing through a specific pattern that you follow. For example, breathing in for 4, holding it for 5, and then releasing it to 6. We can try it real quick just to see how it works. So we're going to breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it through the mouth. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feels so good, doesn't it? So there's different ways of patterns that you can do, and you can try. There's different methods. The Hoffman method. I love Stevie Wright on Instagram. She has the Breath channel, which I participate in. It's donation-based membership. So whatever you can contribute, I definitely recommend supporting her. Great facilitator of breath work. There's also pause breath work. There's many programs out there and teachers out there, and they can help you safely get through the practices. Even my business coach, Kendra Perry, does it. It's a great way to get out of your head and your mind and more into your body so you can process of what is going on. There's also, practices where you cover one of the nostrils and you breathe in and out through the other one. And I can give you more specifics than that if you're interested, but it's very simple. I'm sure you can find it on Google even. So breathwork definitely creates, when your body's over oxygenized, it creates a feeling like overwhelming feeling of joy. Sometimes it's paranoia. I mean, depends how you react to it. So that's why I do recommend practicing it with a facilitator in a safe environment. And the last method to get high naturally
it is to dance. Ever since I was very little, I loved dancing, whether it was in a dance class or on my own with my mom. Actually, I enjoyed more freestyle kind of dance versus all the 3, 2, 1 moves that teachers were, I was learning from other teachers. I tried different types of salsa, Latin dance classes, sensuality, stripper type of dance classes, and I still did not really feel like that was my thing. I think it's beautiful when we discover the true sensual version of ourselves, and that is done for me personally and my clients. We do it through dance, through movement. During the hardest times of my life, when I was taking care of my father in the Ukraine, the only escape that I had, or a way for me to get high, was to lock myself in a small 10-foot by 6-foot kitchen that he had and turned up the music and just had my own dance party. Just dancing all the emotions, frustrations, negativity out of my body. So I do recommend dancing, going to more festivals, not doing drugs, but just enjoying the music and each beat, and challenge you to do that to see how you can get naturally high. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you can please leave me a review, I would love to get some feedback from you guys. And you can share it if it resonated with you and your loved ones. And I'll see you on the next one.
Hey you! Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to subscribe to my show. You can also leave a review. If you'd like to see more of Masha, please follow me on Instagram at yourguide, Guide, Masha, Masha, for more helpful tools around nutrition, wellness, and body. I wish you well and talk to you on the next episode. Keep shining.